Hi, my name is Michelle Williamson, and I'm here to share 501 TechStack with you. It's an amazing technology that we built to unlock nonprofit growth. A little bit about how we got here. So, our team has driven hundreds of millions of dollars of technical transformations across banking, law firms, and companies worldwide. In 2017, we started Ship Thrifty to simplify shipping for individuals and small businesses, and we got involved with military shipping, which brought us into the world of nonprofits that we've worked with over the years. We've done some crazy, amazing things with the nonprofits and to support our troops. That being said, we also know that many nonprofits that we work with have faced challenges over these years, from getting donations to fundraising to getting volunteers to help them with their projects. And it's really frustrating, and it's been really hard for us to watch. That being said, as we were doing our research on these trends of these lower engagement rates basically for nonprofits, we ran into something really interesting, which is more and more people are online than ever, but the majority of nonprofits are not online, and it's creating this online gap, is what we've cloned the term to be. And there's a couple of reasons it's happening. One, it's technology, it's time, it's expertise, but the result of that is that the membership and the funds and the support are declining. And it's really important to be online these days because there are over 1.5 million nonprofits in the US. Of those nonprofits, 76% make $90,000 or less. And that's the majority of nonprofits in a big area. And the competition out there is fierce, and people not being able to compete or just having a Facebook page isn't enough to get people to engage with you and build trust and be able to do things. So, introducing 501 Tech Stack. So it's like other website tools, except for it's a lot more, because we know that just having a website isn't enough. It doesn't help you grow your revenue. It doesn't help you really demonstrate your impact if you can't keep it up to date. And so we looked at 501 Tech Stack as a totally different way for our nonprofits to do this. Now, we also know that they'd rather be working on their projects and focusing on their mission than doing a bunch of administrative tasks. So 501 TechStack is a website suite that has the web components, but aside from the web components, it has the key features that nonprofits need to actually get to the next spot online. It's got a storefront, fundraising, volunteering, donation, and a community supporters module, which I'll talk a little bit more in a minute. So if we're talking about growing funds, raising funds, basically making money so you can support your cause and keep doing what you're doing, there are three different ways you can do it. You can fundraise, which not a lot of applications give you a platform to actually be able to fundraise from and earmark funds towards certain goals or objectives. And that's one of the things that we found in our research, which is people are more apt to donate to something if they know where those funds are going. We also have the ability to collect donations right on the site. And then we had so many groups say, yeah, if I could sell items or if I could sell our crafts, then we could make more money or sell our merchandise. And so we have a storefront application on there as well. That being said, the next component that nonprofits have to have is a way to recruit volunteers. And most sites will list, events that they have going on, but they don't give people the ability to actually register an event, get involved, and be able to put their name in the hat for something up front. And so if that information isn't out there, you're not going to be able to get your volunteers to come and help because they're not going to know you have events going on, or it's going to be, we like the easy way. They're not going to be apt to reach out and say, hey, I want to volunteer and have this long communication. But if you give them the ability to sign up, they'll come and they'll help. So that ties into this event idea that we had, which is, everybody wants to have a way to share their events. we had so many groups say, hey, we'd like a printable calendar. And so we have this printable calendar. There's two views in here, and you can do a list view here or a printable calendar view here, and all your events show up. So if you've got volunteering events, they show up a little bit differently, so people know that they can volunteer versus an event that they're just coming to participate in, or maybe listen to a band or take advantage of, a meat raffle or whatever you have going on. So the other interesting thing is the shareability. You have to be able to share this stuff. So each item in 501 has a share link that you can put out to social media. The other component that is really important for people to have that cyclical feeling of, connecting with a nonprofit is that they have to understand that they're feeling welcomed and appreciated. And so when you're able to post a little bit about somebody who gave a donation or an organization that's supporting you guys, it's a huge deal to those other companies because they're getting recognized for that, and they're getting their name out there as well. So 501TechStack has this component as well. The other component that we have run into and heard that people struggle with is sometimes people will leave a group and they'll have their Google Drive, and all of a sudden when they leave, all the Google Drive docs go with them. Or, sometimes people move out of a state, move out of country, sometimes they pass away. And being able to keep this information with your group is really crucial to having that history and the pieces in place for other people to take over and continue the mission if somebody leaves. So when we built 501TechStack, we said, you know what, this platform has to be different than the other platforms. You shouldn't have to have tech skills to do this. If the modules are similar and you can do one, then you can do them all. And so the idea came about that we'd have these templates and they were literally fill in the blank. And when you put the information in, you could add a picture or a video and everything would be there when you saved. The other component that takes a lot of time for nonprofits is the administrative work. So aside from collecting volunteer names and doing all the busy work that you guys do, you also need to be able to thank the people and be able to track your donations and track the fundraising and track all that information. So 501TechStack not only does that, but it also does automatic payment processing for you, so you don't have to integrate anything. And when somebody does a purchase or does a donation, a compliant receipt will automatically be sent to their email address. You get a copy of it and it goes right into your reporting tools so you can export everything. And with AI, it's really interesting because think of the tools that the IRS and other organizations now have to be tracking information and looking for gaps and stuff. And so this will give you the information that you need to be compliant with your tax reports because it's all within the platform. So we're super excited about the success stories that we've seen from nonprofits. So our Ocala Blue Star Moms did a storefront. They have over doubled their sales in less than 2 months with their storefront module. We have groups that are transforming their websites to be more interactive instead of static. So their announcements, all their events, everything's up on that homepage. So when the visitors come to see what they've got going on, they know instantly what they can do and what they can get involved in. And then, we have other groups that had just a Facebook page and they needed to be online, and now they're able to have media coverage and have a place for people to come and see everything that they're doing and be able to engage in their organization. 501TechStack has been set up to be a game changer. We said when we went into this that we wanted to make sure even the smallest nonprofit could afford this. So when we take just base products and we take those base products and add them up, we're saving our organizations over $787 a year at a minimum. It's probably a lot more, but we like to take the minimum when we do stuff. So that being said, 501TechStack is $349 a year, and you get everything that we just talked about. It's pretty phenomenal. Everything's integrated. All you need to do is type some text and add some pictures. Now I want you to imagine what your nonprofit could do if you could quickly and easily share your stories. You can highlight your work, showcase everything that you're doing, demonstrate that impact, and raise more funds. Um, Everything in here is included in the package. So hosting, security, payment processing, auto-generated receipts. And even when somebody purchases something, let's say you have merchandise, that is actually hooked up to your Ship Thrifty account, which actually is created automatically when you create your 501 Tech Stack. And those people's addresses and all their information goes directly into the tools. So you can actually just process and ship that package right off to people. And in the Ship Thrifty sense, we're always about giving back and doing things for other people. So, you know, as a nonprofit, as an individual, you're connected to so many people who would love to learn about 501 Tech Stack. It's a phenomenal tool that literally can help you get online easily in a fraction of the time that everything else takes, and the cost is so much less. Aside from that, as you're introducing this to other nonprofits, you're helping them do some of the same stuff that you need to do. And it's not just nonprofits. You've got school groups and clubs. You've got churches, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts. There's all different kinds of organizations that can use 501 Tech Stack. And in turn, we'll give you $25 for every referral that you have that signs up. Just shoot us an email and we'd be happy to do that for you. So there's my 501 Tech Stack highlights. We look forward to empowering your mission with 501 Tech Stack, and I'd love to chat about your organization. So give us a call, reach out. There's a calendar link here as well. We're happy to talk with you. Thank you.